This is James Lutton, delighted to be joined with Nyall Berry. Nye, how are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm all right, bless you. All right, mate.
Yeah, very good, mate. Very good. Thank you. Thanks for joining me so close to fight night. It's a couple of days away now. You're fighting on the first Excelsior Saw show over in Cannock. First of its kind, Thursday night, little tie dinner event. Sam Egerton's topping the bill. You've got guys like Ray Mancini and Steve Bunce on the microphones that night as well. Just how exciting for this fight coming up.
Yeah, well, to tell you the truth, I'm really used to fighting all the time now. So to be fair to it, it kind of feels like just another night in the office, if you get what I mean. Nonetheless, I'm still excited. I'm still excited to get back out there, but it feels like another night in the office to me.
Is that a good thing? Because that, I imagine, brings less pressure for you for fight night.
Uh, Well, in a way, I don't really get nervous, or I don't think about it too much. Like, it doesn't matter who it is. Like, I know that I've put the hard work in the gym religiously, so I know what I'm going to do on that night, and it doesn't matter who's in there. So I'm just buzzing, ready. I'm ready to go.
I did check on BoxRec earlier today. I can't see a listed opponent for yourself just yet. I don't know if you know who it is yet or not, but how do you deal with that going through camp with maybe a short notice on who you're fighting?
I do know who I'm fighting. It's I have no idea how to pronounce his name. Uh, but I've seen him a couple of times. He's fought a few prospects in the UK. He's got 19 wins, 9 KOs, but he's got 60 losses. Obviously, it's just a journeyman. He's gonna come, but it's someone who's gonna come give it a go, which is what I want. So again, I'm not too much fussed what he's gonna do. I know what I'm going to do. I'm just gonna go through him, and that's that.
Yourself currently 6-0, 50% knockout ratio with 3 stoppages. Do you look for the knockout, or is it one of those things, if it comes, it comes?
If it comes, it comes. But I do want it. Like, that is, to be honest with you, even if I put on a masterclass and I don't get the stoppage, I'm not happy. Honestly. So I don't go looking for it. But if I see that my opponent is hurt, doesn't matter even if it's in the first round. If I can see that they're hurt, I'm getting them out there.
You mentioned if you don't stop them, you wouldn't be happy. Are you your own worst critic?
Definitely. John Pegg will tell you that. Definitely.
And let's just also mention there, obviously, fight night coming up this Thursday. Let's go back to the beginning a little bit. Let us get to know how you started in boxing. Why did you walk into the boxing gym, first of all?
Well, I did a bit of kickboxing and MMA before, and I've done some taekwondo as well. And I've always just wanted to punch. Like, I weren't interested in like the kicking or just stuff like that. I've always just wanted to like use my striking, like just stuff like that. So I remember my friend, he was doing MMA as well, and he found that amateur boxing club, and we both went there. Started boxing when I was 16, and I've just literally loved it ever since.
So, I mean, you've only been boxing 7 years, really, when you first walked into the gym.
Yeah, and I've only had 25 amateur fights as well. To me, that's not a lot. Well, I don't know. Yeah, but like that's not a lot of amateur fights. I don't think that's a lot of amateur fights compared to all these people who have had like I don't even know, like hundreds. I've had 25. I didn't even get to do. I wanted to do the elites, but I didn't get to do that when COVID hit. So I wanted to do that. The most I've done, the best thing I've done is just the developments, the national developments, which I won. So then after that, I wanted to do the elites. But yeah, as I say, I've only had 25 amateur fights. This was like people don't realize like if you look at it properly, I haven't been boxing for that long. Been boxing, so I started at 16 and I've only had 25 amateur fights. So if you look at it properly, I actually haven't been boxing for that long.
Not
But
at all, no, not at all. I mean, you mentioned there COVID hit, and that's why you didn't go into the elites. Is that
yeah,
why you turned pro? How much of an influence did COVID have on you turning professional?
To be honest with you, if COVID didn't happen, I would have done the elites and then turned pro. Cause I've always just wanted to turn pro. I've never really that fussed about like Team GB or Olympics or Commonwealth. I just wanted to get enough experience to turn pro. Like my style is much more suited to the pros. I hated that. Not that I hate it. I just didn't like it. Like I enjoy the pros much more. Getting to like plant my feet, the 8 ounce gloves, just everything. Just I much prefer being pro. I have the pro style. So I guess it just made me turn over a year early. Really, I'd say.
Quite interested to find out your thoughts on my next question, really. So, actually, you're a young pro, 23 years old, 6-0, early on in your professional career. At the moment with boxing, we see things like influencers and YouTubers come into boxing and earn a lot of money. We
Yeah,
see, people who haven't dedicated, years and years into the craft. And
yeah.
it's hard enough as it is for what they call small hall fighters to earn a living out of the sport. Does it frustrate you seeing these guys who do come in now with no experience, no background, no real interest apart from financial?
Yeah, anyone that knows me will tell you how much I rant about it all the time. It absolutely does my head in. It does like, especially people like Jake Paul and KSI, because it's how they go on. It's like they think that they're actual boxers, and it just it really does do me. I ain't gonna try to rant for ages, but it really does my head in. And like you say, they get to just jump on the zone and just make so much money, and then I'm out here grafting for what? Like I'm not really making money. I ain't really making money like doing it. Like when you first turn pro, you ain't making no money. I ain't making people think I'm rich as well. People think I'm like a footballer. It's mad. It's mad. And then you got these YouTubers that can, oh, I want to fight. There's just turn over. There's just turn over, get on the zone and make money. And it's like, what the hell? Like, it's embarrassing to me anyway. It's embarrassing, I think. But whatever, each to their own. Like, if people find it entertaining and want to watch that, then fine, whatever. But that's not boxing. That's just an absolute circus in my eyes. But yeah, it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
You mentioned the perception from other people of you is you're a fighter, professional fighter, you must be rich. Does it, I mean, you know the the downsides of the sport, like you say, you're not making much money, if any at all. It's a hard graft. You're putting in the hours and hours in the gym. It's not an easy, going in for night's work, getting punched in the head. Why why do you still stick to boxing? Why do you commit to the sport?
Because I believe I can make it and go all the way. And there's that, and I love fighting. I love it. I can't imagine doing anything else. I can't imagine. Well, obviously I'm working as well, but I mean, like that is all I want to do. That I just want to box. That is all I want to do. I can't imagine. I just can't imagine doing anything else. Like, and I know if I keep doing what I'm doing, I can make it, and then I can have a nice life. I don't have to be 50 years old still in a warehouse. Like, you know, I know if I keep doing what I'm doing, I can make it. So suffer now and then live and prosper after. So yeah.
Absolutely. What is the 9 to 5? What do you do for work?
Well, I was a bricklayer and ground worker, but I want to train more full time. I want more time for boxing. So for the past 6 months now, I've started warehouse working, and I work nights. So I'm doing 6 in the evening till 2 in the morning, and then I get up, go training 10:30. Then I do my jogging midday, and then back to work 6 o'clock. So that's pretty much my life at the minute. Don't really have one, really, just boxing and work.
It's very much a full-on schedule and a
Yeah.
very demanding schedule as well.
Yeah, I know for a fact. No one else can do what I do. No, at one point I was doing both jobs. Like for 2 months I was doing bricklaying, warehouse work, and I was training. Like I know for a fact no one can do what. That's what like I deserve. Like I think to myself like I deserve to make it, but I'm gonna make sure that it happens. You have to make sure that it happens. So that's what I'm gonna do. But now I ain't no way most people could do what I do, and that's honestly how I think. But that's what keeps me going because I feel different. Like I've just got the dedication and the graft, the hustle, all of it.
How important is that in the sport of boxing? How important is it to succeed?
Well, it depends. Like for what I want, like, but then yeah, it is important. But some people might just want to make money, so they can just fight away. And trust me, they're making decent money. Just a journeyman. People don't realize that journeyman are actually making good money. So it depends. For like my goals, yeah, it is important to succeed, but for other people's goals, it could just be to get in, make a bit of money, and then just chill.
You mentioned another good point about a journeyman. You're talking to journeyman, don't sell no tickets. There's no pressure on that side of things.
Yeah.
Making what, say, a grand a week because you're out almost every
More
week.
than that, I'd say more than that.
Well, this is, at least, you're talking, you take home what, three, four, upwards £1,000 a month just from boxing. Like I say, without any pressure selling tickets, you're going in there in the away corner, not necessarily to lose, but to teach prospects like yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
So again, how easy would it be to slip into the, do you know what, let's go in the away corner and make some money? How many talented fighters have we seen go, do you know what, I can't sell a ticket. There's no point in me trying, I'm just going to get paid. How much talent do we lose switching over to the away corner?
Yeah, well, that doesn't really come to my mind. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest ticket seller, but this is what I'm talking about platform. If I get on a platform and people watch me fight, I know for a fact, I'm gonna like start. People will see me and want to come watch me. I know that for a fact. I just need the platform, but yeah, I'm not the biggest ticket seller, but I'm not. I don't think about that. One way or another. Like one fight, I didn't really sell enough. I just put some of my own money down, and I just got on. Like I told, like this is what I mean about mate. I'm gonna make sure that it happens. To be honest with you, like if another prospect wanted to find out to go in the away corner, I'd be all right with that. But I can't. I don't think anyone would take me at the minute anyway. Oh, when we get up there, get to British level, that things like that automatically happen anyway. But at this prospect level, I can't see any other prospect wanting to fight me. I'm struggling at mid to get a Midland fighter for the title, Midlands title at the minute. So yeah,
Brings me on to my final question nicely there, Nye. You mentioned, getting to British level and obviously mentioned the Midlands title and just titles in general. 6-0, only 23 years old. You've got plenty of time left in the sport still to go on to your world honours. But in terms of sort of realistic route now, how long until you want to be fighting for these titles? Let's say, the English British title.
no, but the Midlands, I would have fought for that last year. I wanted to fight for that after my third fight, but again, we're not really getting anyone. Realistically, because I'm a realistic guy. I'm not. You know, just gonna say, oh yeah, I'm fighting for world title in 2 years. I'm a realistic, honest person. And like you said, I've got time. There's no need to rush. I've only had 25 amateur fights, 6 pro fights. I don't need to rush. So realistically, I'd like to be looking to fight for the English by next year, I'd say. British, the year after that. So British 2, 3 years. Because again, like in 2 years, I'll be 25. Like that's still relatively young to be fighting for the British title, I think. So British title, 2, 3 years, maybe two, and then get onto European world level. I'm saying world level, 5, 5 years, 6 years. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. Like you say, like I'm only 23 at the minute. Like there's no need to rush. I'm picking up like I'm learning on the job really. Like well, I won't go as far as saying I'm learning on the job, but as I say, I don't have the experience most amateurs have when they turn over pro. So, I want to get some more experience, but I don't. I'm not one of these people. I'm not. I don't even. I don't want to fight no more journeyman. I'm ready. I'm ready to step that up. I was ready to step that up a long time ago when I fought. I fought Sufyan Ahmed in my fourth fight, and he challenged for the Central Area title twice, and I knocked him out in 13 seconds. And I wanted to carry on fighting people like that, but yeah, it's a bit difficult at the minute. But yeah,
You mentioned there about the knockout, and we mentioned earlier a bit about knockouts. When you've got an opponent who's not necessarily a journeyman, who's going to just defend themselves, someone's going to come and be a bit more open to come to win. Is that when you're going to see a lot more knockouts from you as
yeah,
well?
defo. That's literally what's happened. Like my last fight, he come to give it a go, and he got blown out the water in one round as well. Well, he got banged, and then he tried to say that he hurt his hand, but he didn't hurt his hand. If you watch the fight, you can see that he didn't hurt his hand. He just wanted an excuse to get out, really. But so the three fights that I've got KOs. That's when I've gone back down to featherweight. I could, if I wanted to, I could make super bantam as well, but I want to feel comfortable at the minute. So I'll make featherweight, and that's all my knockouts have come at my weight. The other fights, I fought at lightweight against Leon Richards. He's only been stopped once. I still knocked him down. I come in at lightweight. He come in at super light. I fought Lee Connolly. Like everyone knows Lee Connolly. Like he's tough. He's tough. And he coming at super lightweight again. I fight at feather and I'm made it look like light work. Who else? And Constantine Badoy, he coming up lightweight. I could have got him out of there multiple times, but he was just holding the entire fight. But this is what I mean. When I go down to my weight, I'm getting the knockout. I'm getting the knockout, and I can guarantee that.
Absolutely. Well, next step, 30th, Thursday night, one in
Yeah,
Canada, as I mentioned, and then hopefully within the next 2 years, British title around your waist. But
yeah,
all the best of luck for Thursday night, mate. Thank you for your time.
yeah. Respect, no problem, James.